done. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 6-yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 39-yard line.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score Buccaneers 7, Bills 0.
On play action, now Brady. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
For Davius White on the coverage.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that's caught by Smith. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line.
A gain of 11.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Fournette. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Brady to throw on second down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. We'll drop this underneath for Jones. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt. But with the rain, they're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the... And they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
10 at their own 21-yard.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and hike.
At the 27.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. They'll roll him out right. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. He'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
11 on the play. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
On the carry.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Brady's pass.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. The pass to Brown as he hauls it in. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. On 1st down, Allen. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, it's Allen, and he's going to go down again. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Bucs going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Sliding out of the pocket. And that will be incomplete. So we have reached half. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
14. Bills 7.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
Bradley Pinion to kick off.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
All-star offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. To go for it. That was the right one. It's a 1st down. Again, it's Brady. And he's into the end zone.